What's up, super players? It's your homie C-Rod. Today we got the Zeno deck profile, the king of everything from draft box number 5. This deck profile is pretty darn powerful because the Omni King has a ability critical, meaning when he deals damage, your opponent's life goes straight to the drop zone instead of getting it to their hand, which is very powerful, and a permanent skill which makes Zeno literally very Omni King like. He is considered blue, green, and yellow, and he's already red, so he is pretty much a quad colored leader, and we're going to be abusing some cards in this deck that are specific to certain colored leaders. And on top of that, if your opponent tries to stall you out, it's okay because Zeno gains a 5k boost power during your turn if your opponent is pretty much awakened already. So he becomes a 15k crit attack if your opponent is awakened. Very useful. And then you are able to awaken when your life is at 4 or less. You just flip this guy over and you go from playing video games on your Switch, Zeno, to boom, special beam cannon on your face, Zeno. And Zeno, the all-powerful, now just became a little bit more basic. He still has the permanent of being considered all the different colors and an auto that when this card attacks, you draw 1 card. And this is the Zeno leader, and I've been able to beat some very powerful decks with this leader. And we're gonna start it off with red and blue dual color cards. We got Tyranny's Cost. I mainly use this to draw 2 cards because our leader unawakened is unable to draw, so I like to use this card, draw 2, and if your opponent happens to have 11 or more cards, they have to put some in their deck until they only have 10 and shuffle it back into their deck. So we are running 2 Tyranny's Cost for drawing power. We got Cooler Assault right here. This is another dual color card. I mainly run them for Arrival, meaning if you happen to have a blue and a red in your combo area, you're able to bring this guy out for just 1 red energy, and he's a 20k double strike that reduces your opponent's battle card's power minus 10k, ignoring barrier, and on top of that, he forces your opponent to drop 1 card from the top of their deck. This guy mainly for 20k double strike pressure, and we are running 3 of these. And we got Majin Buu, Hercule and Majin Buu, best buddies forever. And this card is another Arrival card, but this one arrivals for 1 blue energy. You're able to draw a card, reduce power minus 10k to 1 of your opponent's battle cards, and then you're able to bounce 1 of your cards back to your hand that doesn't happen to be Majin Buu at the end of your turn. So this Majin Buu is mainly here to draw you cards and, you know, have pressure and decrease power if you need to. So we are running 4 of these because we do need draw power. And then we got Beerus Divine Obliterator, and this super combo, if it's your opponent's turn and your leader is red or blue, and our leader is considered red, blue, green, and yellow, so this card activates, you're able to restand 1 of your dual color energies that happen to be red and blue back to active mode, and then you're able to Arrival, ideally the Majin Buu or the Hercule, whichever one you want. And since you're able to restand 1 of your dual color energies, it's very useful to you know, tap out and then combo 1 of these so you could have energy for defense. Then we got Mecha Frieza Energy Blight. The reason we have this Mecha Frieza is because this Mecha Frieza right here is our dual color active energy. If you happen to have another red blue dual color energy, you pretty much play this card in active mode, ignoring its energy exhaust. So this is our active dual color energy. We are running 4 of these. And then we got Champa the Trickster. I am running a variety of different colors in this deck because our leader does count as, you know, red, green, yellow, and blue. I added some yellow spice in here. And this card, if you happen to have a dual color energy, which we will, we have the red, blue dual color energies in our energy zone, you could play this card for just 2 energies, and you're able to put 1 of your opponent's battle cards to rest mode, ignoring barrier. Very useful, and considering the fact that you only need 1 yellow energy to pretty much play this card, we are running 3 of these. And with this deck, you definitely want to throw out at least 1 yellow energy after you throw out 1 dual color energy that happens to be red blue. And since we want yellow energy, at least 1 of them in the energy zone, we got Great Ape Son Goku Saiyan's Instinct. This card is very expensive for good reason. If it happens to be in your drop area, you could pretty much pay 2 energies during your main phase, and draw 2 cards. Very useful since our leader isn't able to draw unawakened. We need a lot of draw power, so I am running 4 of these. I know this deck's probably already expensive just with those apes, but if you don't have the money for the apes, just add more Tyranny's cost. Then we got Master Roshi, Forge of Will, another yellow card that, you know, I like to throw out as energy, and it's a very good negate. Pretty much when your opponent attacks for 1 energy, you play this card and you're able to negate an attack. Very useful. Also for comboing purposes, since we do have a lot of yellow in here, I do want to combo out some yellow cards to rival this Beerus No Holds Barred. So the problem with this deck originally is I didn't have anything to KO battle cards. Beerus No Holds Barred, the God of Destruction, has that ability to KO a battle card that happens to have 30k power or less, and I'm able to rival this card if I happen to have a red and a yellow in the combo area. And since we do have a lot of, you know, dual color cards in here that happen to be red blue, you just combo one of your yellow cards and voila, now you have red and yellow in your combo area, and then you're able to rival this card for 1 red and 1 yellow to KO. And he also locks an opponent's card in rest mode, ignoring barrier. Very useful card right here. And since we want some red cards to combo out, we got Topo Righteous Aid. That's also a very powerful negate. You're able to stop an opponent's attack by using its counter attack. Choose 1 card in your hand, place it in the drop area, and you're able to play this card on top of negating their attack. And he has an auto upon being played. If your opponent tries to attack you yet again, they have to drop 2 more cards out of their hand. Very strong, and you have a 20k battle card on the field for some extra pressure. Topo is one of the best cards in Dragon Ball Super. And since we want some red cards so we could rival red yellow, we have Frieza's Death Embrace. Very powerful 1 drop that allows you to draw a card and an activate battle that for 1 red energy you get to decrease the power of your opponent's leader or battle card minus 10k, allowing you to survive very detrimental attacks or pressure and, you know, decrease your opponent's power. This card's a very fundamental 1 drop that's just overall well-rounded for any situation. We're running 3 of those. And then Furthering Destruction Champa, since our leader Unawakened is critical, you're able to make it a double strike crit. You guys already know that's one of my favorite ways to deal damage in Dragon Ball Super card game. Pretty much when you combo this card, the attacking card gains double strike, dealing 2 damage instead of whatever it already deals. So this card is a 10k boost, a double strike adder. Very useful to go for game with as well if your opponent has 2 lives. Then Awakening Talon Pan, since we do a rival for red blue, this card is a very good arrival card to combo out. And for awakening purposes, sometimes we need to awaken our leader Zeno. So you play this card for 1 energy, 1 blue energy, you attack with it, pick up a life, and at the end of your turn, she bounces back to your hand as well, so you could arrival it as well, like combo it and use it for arrivaling. And she gains a 10k boost, making it a 15k attack. That's just overall, you know, consistent awakening abilities with Awakening Talon Pan. We are running 2 of those. And then Dimension Magic, since our leader is blue, we're able to use this card, negate the attack, and restand 2 of your blue energies. Very strong, one of the best negates in the game. Since you're able to restand 2 of your blue energies, we're able to use this guy since our leader is considered multiple different colors. Then we got Senzu Bean. When you combo out one of the Beeruses, that the dual color Beeruses, when you combo one of these Beeruses after you tap out, you restand one of your dual color blue red cards, and then you could Senzu Bean to restand a yellow card, and voila, now you got a 5k boost, restanded an extra energy, and overall ultimate defense. It's very useful since our leader also Unawakened gains a 5k boost power, so this card is definitely gonna be helping out Zeno. We are running 4 of these, and this deck's actually really powerful, guys. And last but not least, I added Frost Deadly Poison. We have 2 Frost Deadly Poison. Since we do run blue and yellow in this deck, for 3 energies, you're able to pretty much counterplay this card when your opponent plays a battle card. That card is able to come out in rest mode with their skills negated instead. So this card literally will save your butt. And if you happen to have 3 or less life, you're able to draw a card, and you also restand one of your energies that happen to be yellow or blue as well. Very strong, and we're running 2 of these negate cards that, you know, put your opponent's battle card in rest mode. And this is the Zeno deck profile. Hopefully you guys like it. Subscribe if you are new here, and we will come out with more crazier decks, but this deck is very powerful. And this is the Omni King, King of Everything, Dragon Ball Super card game, Zeno deck profile. So I want to say hit a like and subscribe, and like we always say, y'all stay super. So quick overview, we had Zeno the leader. We had 4 Senzu Beans to restand your energies. We had 4 Dimension Magics to negate attacks and restand your blue energy. Okay. We had 2 Awakening Pans to help you self-awaken and also for arrivaling purposes. We had 2 Double Strike Champas to grant Double Strike, 2 of those. We had 3 of these 1-drop freezes that allow you to draw a card and reduce power. We had 3 Topos Righteous Aid, very good to negate the attack and stop your opponent from doing multiple attacks. We had the KOing Burist that pretty much blows up anything 30k power or less, 4 of those. We had 2 Master Roshis that allow you to negate an attack, very useful, and to combo. Then we had 4 of these Great Ape Son Gokus that allow you to draw cards when it's in the drop area, very useful to draw since your leader suffers from drawing. We had 3 of these Choppa the Tricksters that allow you to rest a card that's being played. We have 3 of those. We had our dual colors active energy. We got Frieza right here. We got 4 of those. Then our dual color super combos that allow us to restand dual color energies. We have 4 of those. Then our dual color arrival card, Hercule and Majin Buu, that allow us to draw cards and reduce power. We have 4 of those. Then we have 3 of these coolers that are double strike pressure. We have 3 of those. We have 2 Tyranny's Cost that allow us to draw 2, and we have 2 of those. Put it right here, I guess. And last but not least, we got Frost Deadly's Poison that negates playing card and puts it in rest mode. Very useful. 2 of those. Put it right here. And that is the deck profile, guys. Hit a like on this video. Subscribe if you are new here, and hopefully you enjoy. So, like we always say, y'all stay super.